And that also adds those analytics and tells Google, hey, brings in all those. Okay, that didn't make any sense. Great. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your Star Wars daddy, bringing you the June Star Wars Mail Haul video. This is where I go over all of the items that I have picked up over the last month or so. We had May's, which is popping up right here. We had so many items in May. We carried some of those items over into June and picked up a bunch of items in June. And so that's what this video is about. We've got giant R2-D2’s. What? We've got tons of Little Ledy items. Those are the items that were made in Mexico. You got to check those items out. We had a bunch of Phantom Menace stuff that was carried over from my Phantom Menace review video. That's popping up right here. All these descriptions of these thumbnails will be down below in the description. The links will be down below in the description, so make sure to check those out. And what else did we have? Some odds and ends, but definitely some amazing items. So stick around for all of those items coming up. Make sure to check out my Yoda collection. I just had a video that popped up here about a week or two ago with all of my Yodas. Incredible items in there, guys. There are Spanish figures. There are Little Ledy figures. There are transition figures, mint on cards. Everything you could possibly imagine is in that video. We also had a CAS unboxing that recently happened. We actually had two of them. So here's one of them, and then here's the other one. So I just keep getting tons of boxes. I have another box coming up where we'll have a CAS unboxing video maybe in a week or two. I'm not sure how I'm gonna pop these videos out, but there's even more items coming, and I just shipped off another like 50 items over to CAS. So we're going to have more CAS unboxings coming up in a couple months once I get those items back. Because right now, CAS has a 30-day turnaround on any mint on cards. So I sent a slew of mint on cards over to them. We should get those ones back pretty quick, and looking forward to that. Also, don't forget to check out all my weekly eBay listing videos. Here's the most recent one. This is where every week I have a bunch of Kenner Star Wars items that go up for sale on a Sunday. Then they end on a Sunday, and then a new auction starts on a Sunday. They're all 7-day auctions, and the evening of which all those sales took place on Sunday, I give shout outs. I go over all the items, what the market's like, what items are sold at, and it's quite a fun video that's different than anything you're going to see here on YouTube. So make sure to check those videos out. And the link to my eBay is going to be down below as well if you're wondering how in the world do I even get to this eBay site. Check out the links, and you can go bid on these items, and you're going to get a personal shout out for anything that you do purchase. I appreciate all the support by far. And speaking of support, the best way you can support me is, first of all, commenting down below. Make a comment. What's your favorite item that you saw in this collection? What's something you think I should pick up? Make a comment down below. That is the #1 analytic thing that helps bring people that have not found me to this channel. And then the next best things you can do is hitting that like, the subscribe, and the bell notification. But enough of all this chatting and talking and wasting everybody's time. We got through all the important stuff, so let's just get into this video. Okay, we're going to start off with the first one. It's down here. Hopefully I'm here on film. This is the R2-D2 Toy Tote. This came out in 1983. It is to hold your toys in there, and it's got wheels on the bottom, so this thing wheels around. I picked this up from my good buddy Ian. He selling off a bunch of his stuff. He just lives actually right where my parents live currently, where I grew up, so just down the street pretty much, a few miles away, and got this for an incredible price. He'd had it on eBay for a while. It didn't sell, so I gave him an offer, and he accepted it. So this thing right now, it's at our backsliding glass doors where our dog Rey, which is spelled R-E-Y, just like Rey from Star Wars, that's what she's named after, She comes in and out. Her paws get dirty, so we have towels in here, and we keep this at the back door, and that's what I'm using it for. And that helps clean her feet when she comes in and out. But this is an awesome item. There is a break here in this little metal piece. Just a little bit of glue or some electrical tape, hold that together, but it stays like that, so it's not that big of a deal. And there it is. Pretty cool item. And that takes us on to the next item, which came out in 1996. Look how big this cooler is. It's a Pepsi branded cooler, R2-D2. And inside of it, you can put a bunch of ice. And there's actually a drain. And that drain pops out over here. So you can just open this up right here, and all the water would pour out from the ice. But it's a way to, hold your drinks and keep them cool. And I just use it to, I've got a bunch of little Star Wars stuffed animals and whatnot. I put those inside of this, and that's what I use it for. And I got this thing for $100. Someone was offering it on Facebook Marketplace. A good buddy of mine, Victor, he lives a few miles away as well, but he knew I was looking for one of these because he sold his and a bunch of his other life-sized Star Wars items to the pinball machine place, which a thumbnail will pop up, or maybe a link. I'm not sure if I got a thumbnail still for the video I did on my review of this pinball place. It's the most amazing pinball place in America, and it's here local, and they have all of his items that he sold them that were all life-size versions of this, and he heard that I was looking for one of these. He'd been looking for me all the time. He sent me a link to the Facebook person that was selling them. That person wanted $200, but said in their listing, $200, but I will take no less than $100. And so I just sent him a message saying, will you take $100? And they're like, yep. And so I had to drive a little bit. It was about an hour and 15-minute drive to go get it. Picked it up, brought it back. This thing is in incredible condition. The wheels spin, and this thing just is awesome. Okay, if you've seen my past videos of my mail hauls, like Maze, and any of the previous ones from there, you'll know that I've been on a run of getting all the old consoles in the box, complete, working, and I've got 3 of them to go over now. I'm not going to push any of these into the next month of July. We've got an Xbox 360, and it is complete. It has the Kinect inside of it, controllers. I've got some games that go with this guy. This thing's super heavy, and it's all complete, and it'll go next to all of the other video game consoles. I've got the ones we went over before were the Nintendo 64, the Sega Genesis, and the original Nintendo with the gun and duck hunt and all that stuff. And so we've got all of those. So here's the Xbox 360. And that brings us to a couple of PlayStations. We got the original PlayStation here. And there it all is. Original box. It's working. It's got a brand new controller that's in there. Some games came with it. But glad to add that one into this run. And then that brings us to the PS2. Pretty plain box, a little bit of stuff on the back, but I tested this one. The seller sent me this. I got the box separate, but all the console and the contents within were sent in a box with no packaging type material, no bubble wrap, anything. It was just basically a box around the PS2. So that thing was clanking around and getting beat up, and so I was afraid it wasn't going to work, but I got a special cable that's got the red, yellow, and white cables on them, and it hooks up to an HDMI. So I plug the HDMI to my TV, use the, what is it called? Not the coaxial cable. What are those cables called? It's the 3 things. It's the red, white, and yellow cables. They plug into each other. It goes into the system, and I can play it on any kind of TV that I've got. And I tested it to make sure because I was afraid it was going to probably be broken, but it all worked. And the games all worked, and I just sold actually all the games that I didn't really want at a recent garage sale that I had. But there it is. We got 3 more consoles to add with the 3 that we already have, so 6 total consoles. I'm probably going to get a PS3, maybe the original Xbox, and that might be it. All right, I got a collection of a bunch of games, and they're all from episode 1. In May's video, I showed a Monopoly game that I got, which was episode 1, and it was this big collection of all these different games, and I got them for so cheap. I really didn't think I was going to win. I was just like, oh, okay, well, if it goes for, this X amount that I'm willing to spend, and I win, I guess I win. And it was super cheap, so I felt bad. Probably the shipping was more than what these items actually went for. But this one is a Clash of the Lightsabers card game. And we've got a couple of these. We got Qui-Gon Jinn and a Darth Maul in there. And they're collectible pewter figures. But this thing's all... Wait a second. This is the front. You turn it around and it's upside down. So you got to flip it over. Okay, whatever. But there's the card game. It's all sealed. This, I don't know if I'll ever open and play with anybody. Nobody here in my household wants to play or have anything to do with Star Wars but me. So who knows? Maybe I can get my son to play it. He's in town here. Actually, he's in town as of the release of this video. So maybe he'll play this game with me. If not, it'll just be for display purposes only. The games continue. We got a couple more here, a few more. This is the Star Wars Episode 1 action-packed customizable card game. So another card game. And this one just comes in a bigger box. It does not come with any little action figures of any sort, it looks like. So it's just a straight-up card game. Looks like there's a board that goes with it that might have some part of the game. Who knows? There is a website for this game, but this one most likely will never be opened or played. All right, if I haven't lost you yet, and you're still here, we got Strategio. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I remember this was a normal game. It's a big battlefield type game, and this is the Star Wars version. This one might be played. This kind of looks cool. Look at this. Look at this thing. It is still sealed, but the cellophane wrap is coming off. But it looks like this. I remember playing this when I was younger. Not the Star Wars one, but the regular one. So. I remember it being pretty fun, so who knows? This game might be played. I'm not sure, but at least the artwork's pretty cool on the front, and so it's a pretty nice displayable piece. Okay, last game, I promise, and it's only, again, because I got all these different games in one big lot. This is the Jar Binks 3D adventure game, and it looks like it comes with a Jar Jar character. It's all sealed up. And again, you flip it around and it's upside down. Why did they do that? Nobody knows. So we'll flip it over and it looks like it comes with all kinds of different things. Looks actually kind of like a fun game. There might be a piece here that rolls down and takes out some of the characters. There's one of the fish monster things here. I think I might actually open this up and play it. And if I do, I will make a short on it and how it's played so that you can see how this game works out. But oh geez, yeah, it's flips over. That's so weird that they do that. There's got to be a reason why they do that. If there's a reason, leave me comments down below why these board games like this, when you flip them around, they're the opposite, and you gotta maybe it's to do that. So you just flip it like this. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Anyways, that's the last board game I'm probably ever going to show. Since we're on Jar Jar, let's just pull out this Jar Jar. It's a 12-inch Jar Jar. Again, this is an item that I bid super low on. I think it was like $10, and I won. So I was like, oh, great. It's hard for me when I see items on eBay that no one's bidding on and they're like $10 to not just bid on them because they're only $10. And so anyways, I ended up with a 12-inch Jar Binks. So this will be just kind of like up for display somewhere. Who knows? But I don't think anybody wants this. Another cheap item was less than $10 were these chicks right here. The Jabba the Hutt dancers. I've had this before in the past, and I had opened this up and I displayed them with my Jabba set that's right here. And I don't know where they are. I must have taken them out and sold them all. I did like a big modern lot of figures, and I just took out stuff I didn't care about. But there they all are. And I think that was in the extended version of Return of the Jedi where they showed these characters. But there they are. Wow. Sealed. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. And one more Jar Jar. We cannot get enough Jar Jar. This is the Mos Espa Encounter. This is... Now, wait a second. Something appears to be missing. Oh, it's loose. Okay. Yeah, so it's got one of those Comtech chips that would have, reenacted their voices, and it's come loose from right here. Just probably looks like there was like a little sticker thing that held it in, and that just probably over time went bad. Oh, there's also, look at that. There's one of those little frog guys right there. And I actually have one of those frogs. I think I have it in my Java playset. I didn't know what it came from. And so I put it up there with my Little Ledy my Little Ledy Java. Have I been saying Java this whole time? Oh my gosh. So my Java playset's all up here. And I have this little frog guy. And I was like, oh, it kind of looks like one of the frogs he eats in the movie. And so I put it there. But obviously that goes with Sebulba. And we got Jar Binks. And obviously Anakin Skywalker. And there is that box sealed. Unsure what I'm going to do with that either. Who knows? All right. Hopefully I didn't lose you with all that weird stuff. Here's another one that's, it's a modern item. We got Ray. As I told you, my dog's name is Ray, named after this Ray right here. And we've got a 2018 Hasbro Star Wars Vintage Collection Ray from Jakku. And it's a 9.0 uncirculated, meaning it came out of a shipping box that was sent over to AFA. They then were the first ones to open that shipping box. And then all of these mint on cards are graded as an uncirculated. Oops. And, there used to be an uncirculated grade with loose graded items where there might be a torn up card, it was destroyed, but the figure was still intact within the blister. Those would be sent, and then AFA or CAS would open it up and grade them as an uncirculated grade. They no longer do that, but they will do that if you send them the shipping box with things that are still completely intact. And this is a VC116 there for Ray. And now we're going to get into the juicy stuff that I picked up in June. We've got ourselves a Lando Calrissian gift guard disguise. It's a vintage Kenner item and CAS 75. We've got the Return of the Jedi on a 65 back B card, and it's the Made in Mexico version. So it's the Little Ledy figure that is in here with the Little Ledy parts. And here we go. It's all right there. And there's this little pinhole that's right here. And the Made in Mexico Little Ledy factory did that to create air flow for the figure to help it preserve better. And right there down here it says Made in Mexico. But super nice item. And it's a clear blister because the Little Ledy factory was known to make clear blisters even on these Return of the Jedi cards. From CIB on eBay, and they're an affiliate with AFA, I picked up this item right here. It's the Ewok Combat Glider, and it's hard to see the sticker down here, but it is the 1984 Kenner Star Wars Return of the Jedi Ewok Combat Glider, graded 75 by AFA. It is sealed in the box. And, listen, there's some damage right here that gave it that lower score. But overall, the box is in pretty nice shape. It displays, super nicely. I sold my loose one. I had a loose combat glider that I had way up here. And I sold that here recently when I won this item. But got this for a really reasonable price. I was surprised that it went as low as it did. And I think the action figure grader John, he showed this item in one of his sales videos when he went over a lot of the CIB stuff that sold. They just always have amazing items there. Glad to add this to my collection. Now everything else that we go over from here on out is all Little Ledy. And they are all graded figures, custom graded with their card backs custom behind them. And so we're going to start off with a Paplu. And so I got all these card backs, and I got the figures, and I got these all from Chris over at 5 Idiots Talking Toys. And he sent these off to be graded for me. I paid him, and I give him the invoice, and then he just sends it there to save me on the shipping cost, so it doesn't have to go to me and then go to grading. It just goes straight to grading and then straight back to me. But this guy here, we've got a 1983 Little Ledy Star Wars Paplu. It's an 85 from CAS displayed with the card back. Look how awesome. I love these Little Ledy card backs. And on the back, this is the positive card. So it's a lighter background with black inked in characters, and we're going to go over the other option here at the very end. We'll have the negative card back that we'll go over for the different option for these cards. But super awesome figure. All right, we've got a Lumat, and Lumat came in with an 80. It's a 1983 Little Ledy Star Wars Lumat, grade 80 CAS, like I said, with the positive card back. But look how these look so nice. CAS does a great job of how they display these. They just look perfect. And they don't grade the card back. Because this is a loose figure, it's just a custom display with the card back. So this card back can be destroyed, and it wouldn't affect the grade in any way. It's just the figure that's being graded. Here we've got the Little Ledy Wicket. And let's read what we got here. 1984 Little Ledy Star Wars Wicket W. Warwick. And it's with the card back, graded CAS 80. Hard figure to get from a Little Ledy standpoint. This is the hardest thing to get. It's like a caramel colored staff that is the Chief Chirpa staff, and it's like a lighter brown, almost like a caramel, honestly, when you compare them next to the regular brown Chief Chirpa staff. But really hard to get this. And again, pick this up from Chris over at 5 Idiots Talking Toys, rogue5toys.com. And it's the positive card back, and a kid back in the day from Mexico was crossing off all the items that he had. He didn't have a General Madine, didn't have a Weequay, the Lando Skiff Guard, Han Solo Bespin, the C-3PO with removable limbs, or the Cloud Car Pilot, or an 8D8. Oh, also the Star Destroyer Commander over here. So, and Logray. So lots of items this kid was... and the Princess Leia Bespin Verd. Wait, that's Organa. So there was no Little Ledy Organa. Well, maybe that's why you couldn't cross that off. There's no Little Ledy Organa that I know of. There was a Little Ledy. Who knows? If there is, I don't have it, and I need it. I've never seen that. There's no way. If there is, somebody please put a link down in the comments so I can find out about it, because I am not aware of any Little Ledy Leia Organa that was made. Okay, last but not least, we've got a Jedi Luke Skywalker, and this thing is stunning. There are the accessories that are Little Ledy accessories. There is that Luke Skywalker. There's literally a little bit of rub on the nose, and there's a couple little marks. It's hard to see on the hand, and that's it. And unfortunately, it came in at a 70. And Chris over at 5 Idiots Talking Toys and we had 2 Luke Skywalkers and all these accessories, and we looked at them. We picked out the very best one. We thought it was going to get an 80. And so I think if you saw one of my past videos on a CAS unboxing, I had a loose graded Jedi Luke Skywalker that came in, I think, at a 70 plus. And again, we thought this was the nicer one. And so they just were real strict on their grading of the Little Ledy Jedi Luke Skywalker. Let's see, 1983 Little Ledy Star Wars, Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight outfit, green saber with card back, got a 70. And when we go to the back, this is the very rare negative card back that Little Ledy used. Very hard to find these ones. Just the card backs alone are worth a chunk of money. And especially one in this condition. I mean, this is an incredible condition card back. Somebody did write something right here. It says 41295, so who knows what that's about. But otherwise, I mean, the card back is beautiful. And so this display, look how nice that looks. It's just awesome. And the pinhole, there's the pinhole right there that Little Ledy would do. And then what's cool about this one is, it's got the vehicles on here too. So there, we got the AT-ST Walker, we got a Cap 2. They've labeled it different here. It says AM3 for the MLC 3. So that's different. INT4 there. We got the speeder bike. We got the Jabba the Hutt playset, and we got a Millennium Falcon. It says Halcon Millenario is what they call it there. So that's pretty cool. I love the different things that were released besides the normal vanilla Kenner items that were pumped out in the States. I love seeing something that's different, that has just some uniqueness to it. And that's really what I've kind of filled in my entire collection is stuff like this. I love these kind of items. But awesome. Glad to add all these items into my collection. All right, that's it. We did it. We got through all of June's mail haul Star Wars items. What an amazing bunch of things. The games, board games and all those things, I don't know where I'm putting those. As you can see here behind me, most of my wall space, all the way down to the floor, is pretty much filled up. This is all filled up. I keep saying I've got to go to that side over there. And I'm going to put in some acrylic shelving that runs right off of each one of these picture, rows. And then I'll have more space to put more items, because when July's mail haul video happens, in August, I don't know where those items are going. I've literally stacked stuff on top of each other over here, and I need to spread some of this out. So that is the project that's going to happen this summer. So stick around for all of that. But what incredible items. Little Ledy's. We had mint on cards. We had custom Little Ledy figures, graded with their card back right behind them. We have the giant R2-D2 cooler that I've been wanting forever. And if you've watched my videos from the beginning, you know I've talked about that for many videos, wanting to get it. And I finally found such a great deal. And then the R2-D2 tote. Love that thing. And it's actually got practical use down here with my dog, Ray. So that helps out for sure. I'm unsure right now what is going to come out next Sunday. I don't know. It could be a CAS unboxing video, which I've already filmed. And I got some items coming in this week, so maybe that will be coming up. But I feel like I've done so many CAS unboxings here recently that I kind of need to spread that out a little bit so that you don't get bored on those. But I also am thinking of doing my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle video, because I have a bunch of items. I'm looking at them right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 17, 18 graded Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that are in my collection, and I want to show you those immediately. So that could possibly be next Sunday. Then I'll push a CAS unboxing video out there. I've also filmed a bunch of unboxings of collections that I purchased that then go up onto my eBay videos, because I then turn around and sell them after I've cleaned them and looked through them, made sure that they're all legit items. And so maybe I'll figure out a way to turn that into a video, because there were some incredible items, of which I sent 5 or 6 of the items that I got in this, where I filmed from a collection. I sent those off to grading because they looked like they came right off the card. They were awesome. And so that might make an interesting video, something different that I think I did way in the beginning when I started making videos, and I haven't done it in a long time. So maybe I'll go over that, and I can show what those cost me to get those collections, what they sold for, to show the kind of profit that I'm actually making. And that way it kind of gives you the ins and outs of this entire eBay business that I run. The number of subscribers is right here. You guys, it's because of my current subscribers that are going in and liking and leaving comments that this number keeps growing. And I really do appreciate all the support. Make sure to check out my links down below. We've got TikTok, we've got Instagram. I've been kind of slow on those. I'm going to try to ramp that up this summer and put more content out. And then we've got all of those past videos that we talked about in the beginning of this video. And if you're still with me and you haven't already hit that like, or you haven't subscribed, or hit that bell notification, I would really appreciate it. Again, it helps those analytics, brings more people here. It helps build this community that we are building, and we're almost to our goal of 500. It's unbelievable. But once we get to 500, we got to shoot for 1,000, because that's where I can actually possibly make a little tiny profit from what I'm doing here to help recoup all the costs that this channel causes. Because if you think this is free, it's not. Everything costs money. And but whether or not we get to 1,000 or not, I love what I do. I love making content for you. I love all the comments of support that I get, and people that tell me they love my videos, or they love the shout outs that I give them on the eBay videos. That is why I'm doing this, and it's going to continue. And I appreciate all of the support. And until the next time, who's your daddy?